So welcome to our second day of Behaalotecha. We are learning Alshech Torah Moshe, Bilun Neshama Aaron ben Shlomo. And just to summarize the questions that the Alshech raised on the first 5 sentences, the first question was, why is there a double expression of saying daber and then v'amarta? The second question was Behaalotecha is in the imperative. It's when you light. It should have really said when you light. What does it mean al mul penei ha-menorah? What does it mean in the face of the menorah or in front of the menorah? The other thing is that the verb to light is ha'alot, which is to raise. Why doesn't the Torah use leadlik, to kindle? And then shiv'at hanerot. There was a question about why there is a taf there instead of a hey in shiv'at instead of sheva. And this idea that why are you telling me now how the menorah is made? We already had that in Parashat Tetzaveh. We don't know why you bring it here. Surely this description of Hashem having a vision, it should have been in the previous parasha. And also, why are you saying that which Moshe made? It was actually B'Tselem who made it. So these are the questions that we raised in the last edition, and now we're going to continue on page Tet. There's page Zayin. Tzadik Aleph. Tzadik Aleph, the first paragraph, beginning. I think that's what we have. Yeah. No, the second paragraph. Od itachen. It's on page Tzadik Aleph. You want to have a go?
Od itachen v'hu ki hine darko yitbarach v'torato lehastir ma shehu sod u'galot hanigle al kain lo yimatzeh b'chol ha-Torah inyan hasod rak beremez ma ka noda.
Okay, let's try to write it. Od, and furthermore, itachen, it appears, vehu, and that is that ki hine darko itbarach, it is the way of God, betorato, in his Torah, lastir ma shehu sod, to hide something that is secret. Ul galot ha-nigla, and to reveal what is revealed. Al ken lo imtze bechol ha-Torah inyan hasod. Therefore, you will not find in the whole of the Torah any items of secret. It's very weird, very strange statements.
What do you mean?
I mean, the Torah is full of secrets. I don't understand what you mean. Al ken lo imtza bechol ha-Torah inyan hasod.
Right. In other words, there is what's called Pshuto Shel Mikra, right? So you're reading a story about Abraham, getting on his Hamor and going with Yitzchak, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing there, if you read it, it reads like a nice story, but the Chachomim start telling us all kinds of, right, that there was a river and there was the Torah doesn't say anything like that, right?
Yes.
Anything to do with any kind of sphirot or anything, right? You don't find it in the Chumash. Right. So I think that's what he's referring to. The
Rak-
Ra,
Rak beremez, only
Remes,
beremez,
right, hint,
only from
hinting, right.
hinting. Ke guda,
Ma, by
Kenoda,
Remes,
Kenoda.
Canada, right.
as we know.
Right.
Okay, go again.
What?
Venavo,
ונבוא אל העניין, והוא כי אין ספק כי זולת מה שהאדם העושה מצווה הוא מתקדש ונעשה בריאה חדשה כמפורש אצלנו במקומות רבים.
so it says, ki en sefek, there's no doubt, ki zulat ma shehadam haoseh mitzvah, that when a man makes mitzvah, hu mitkadesh, he becomes renewed. V'naseh berit chadash, and he becomes a new creation. Kemefosha,
Kemifrash.
as it is explained, אצלנו במקומות רבים, in many places. הנה.
הנה גם החפץ שנעשה בו מצווה, קונה עילוי ואיכות קדושה.
והנה, and therefore, גם החפץ.
Hefetz, the object.
The object? The object of the person, is it? the person?
שנעשה בו מצווה.
שנעשה במצווה.
That was used
That was used, the object that was used for a purpose of mitzvah.
for mitzvah, right?
Koneh.
You take a apple and you make a bracha, you know. So that apple now is not simple apple.
קונה על עילוי ואיכות
Ichut,
קדושה.
it's been elevated.
It's been
It
elevated.
acquires elevation,
Acquires,
right? Ve'echut, the quality of a kedusha. It has some kind of kedusha, right? The big tzaddik takes something and he's or kiddush wine or the kiddush cup or tefillin, you know, already much higher. There are different levels of kedusha, right? Yeah.
עניין גביל.
Oh. Yeah. Like a hide, gvil is the hide on which you write tefillin or sefer Torah.
שנכתב בו ספר תורה,
Right.
ופציצת תפילין ורצועותיהן.
So it's like a piece of hide that's been used
Right.
to
So-
write the Sefer Torah.
It was a cow that was walking in your backyard, and now it became a sefer Torah. Tzitzat is the boxes of the tefillin.
וכל דבר,
Ve'ritzuotehem, and their
The
ritzuot,
straps.
straps. Right.
וכל דבר שחודש, אפילו קדושת דמים.
And anything that is given kedusha,
That was
Sanctified.
mukdash, sanctified, right?
even something that was given, what's damim?
The damim is money. For example, you say that the
The
money,
money is consecrated instead of.
instead of the thing itself,
Yeah.
the money.
ומה גם להיות הוא קודש.
Oh my God, you're too great.
Right.
That also the money will become holy.
That's a good question. We might be ומה גם להיות הוא קודש.
Or maybe him.
Well, or the money, or the object, or something that is consecrated now is kodesh. I'm
We'll
not
look
sure
at the
exactly
notes
how
anyway.
the v'ma gam, it's a little bit not clear here, but there is a note there, so we can
Yeah, we'll
read
look
it
at
later
the notes.
probably. Yeah.
Afilu.
So transfer the kedusha maybe? אפילו לא תהיה כוונת העושה מצווה רק לקיים מצוות בורו.
Even if it was not.
Maybe I'll open the door, we'll get a little
Yeah,
draft.
sure. Even though לא תהיה כוונת העושה, it wasn't the intention of the person making the mitzvah, רק לקיים מצווה ברורו. It wasn't the intention of the person doing the mitzvah that he's going to do the mitzvah just because God told him to do it.
אפילו לא תהיה כוונת העושה מצווה רק לקיים מצוות בורא. Right.
ולמעלה,
ומעלה מזה,
למעלה מזה, yeah,
and on
Is
top of
that-
this,
right.
הוא אשר חלק לו בבינת סוד התורה וכוונת ייחוד עליון בכל מצווה ומצווה. כי יתעלה איכות קדושת המצווה עד אין קץ.
there's a mouthful. ולמעלה מזה,
ולמעלה מזה. More than that, right, above it, right,
הוא אשר חלק לו
בבינת סוד התורה.
Someone
Also, right,
who
the-
wants to look into the secret of the Torah?
okay.
How would you say?
No, I would say that also, right, Hashem, right, Hashem gave us a mitzvah, right, put tefillin on. But there's more than that, right? למעלה מזה הוא אשר חילק לו בבינת סוד. Also Hashem gave us possibility of understanding the binat sod, of the secret of the Torah, בכוונת ייחוד עליון, in the kavana of the ייחוד עליון, unity, right, the highest unity, בכל מצווה ומצווה. There are, like you said, all the sodot and everything. So if we have more, we have to learn now with our binat, and Hashem grants us this possibility to understand more and more soidot in this echud of the Elyon, of all kinds of secrets of feeling, right, Kabbalistic and
Mhm.
whatever. There are.
So
No,
A portion, a part of it, not all of it.
Well, he's saying here, the
Feeling.
Adain Ketz, I mean, the bigger you know, the more time you have, the bigger
Mhm.
Chochem you are, you're going to keep learning and learning more and more and more.
So how would you translate halak lo b'binat sod?
Chilek law, he, so to speak, shared, right? Law with person, bebinat sod, in understanding of the secret, HaTorah, of the Torah. Bekavanas yichud, and in kavanas or intentions of this yichud, of the unification, eliyon, of the highest unification, B'kol mitzvah in each mitzvah in mitzvah, right? We see Kabbalists, they have the Sidurim with all kinds of kavanas there with the Shemoit, right? I just make a bracha, put tefillin, Asher Yishon Yisrael Tzivah and you have tefillin. But the Kabbalist, he's going to like pronounce, it's going to take him half an hour until he makes the bracha with all the kavanas.
Ki it ha'aleh.
Ki
it aleh?
just a minute.
The last sentence then, just shrug.
Right. Ki itale ichud kedusha, because the elevation, right, of the quality ichud kedusha, of the kedusha, kedushat hamitzvah, the kedusha of the mitzvah, ad ein ketz,
There's no end.
infinite. Right. The
Echud-
elevation
echud
of
is the value,
kedusha,
the amount of kedusha,
ichud is
echud,
a quality of the kedusha.
quality.
Maybe it also has to do with the amount. But
Quality of the kedusha. There's no end to the quality of the. There's
of
no
how
end to
you
the
can,
extent of
right,
the kedusha.
of the kedusha of the mitzvah.
Yes.
There is a like more and more kedusha in it.
Okay, let's do some notes because there's a lot there that we have. Firstly, on the previous page, there's this bet. What is the bet relating to?
On which page?
On the previous Tzadik Aleph. Page Tzadik Aleph, there's a big bet in squares.
Big bet in the script here on the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
What does that refer to?
Well, let's try to find it in
In
the text. I see
the
Aleph.
rush, it's
Oh, here's the bed, right, כמפורש אצלנו במקומות רבים.
ראה, ראשון, רבינו. I'm not sure what the parenthesis.
Well, in parentheses it says Bereshit Yud Chet Aleph.
Mhm.
You have to look in Alshech Bereshit. Yeah.
אמנם בא להורות כמה מעלות טובות ניתנה
המצווה
המצווה
בעושיה.
בעושיה.
That's how important a mitzvah is in doing it.
כי תקדשנו ותזכנו ותזכנו עד יהיה כבריה
כבריה חדשה.
חדשה.
Until we become a new creation.
Right, a new being. Right.
כנוסה ברכוסנו ותנו אשר קידשנו במצוותיו.
As we say in our prayers, which you commanded us,
כי על ידי מצוותיו מתקדשים העברים העושים אותם.
because it's through the mitzvah that we renew our limbs, is it?
Well, Mikadosh, yeah, they become sanctified, those limbs, those right parts of the
That was
body.
involved with the mitzvah.
Right.
ועל כן הם
Ramach, it's 248 mitzvot aseh, positive commandments.
לעומת
Ramach, Ivarim, which correspond to
248
Right.
limbs.
very good.
Then-
Veshasa, which is
And this is
365.
365.
מצוות לא תעשה
So the negative.
כנגד
Right?
Shasa, again, the same, it's a number,
שסי גידים.
sinews.
Sinews, yeah.
Hmm?
Sinews. Relating to the sinews,
Mhm.
350 sinews.
ומאמרנו על פסוק
Like our sages said in Pasuk.
קהילת
Kohelet, it's in the Kohelet.
קהילת את האלוקים ירא ואת מצוותיו שמור.
You should fear God and do His commandments. Shuhu.
שהוא את האלוקים ירא
This phrase is that you should fear God.
מעבור מצוות
Mila avor, mitzvot lo ta'aseh.
לא תעשה.
Right, the Yira tells
Yira
you,
is not to do the negative commandments.
right,
Ve'et mitzvot shemor, and the phrase keep the positive
לקיים
commandments, keep the commandments. V'kayem mitzvot aseh, to do all the positive commandments. Ki zeh hu klalut kol adam. Because this is the klalut,
including,
the
Includes,
purpose, when you
includes.
say this is the
Klalud.
purpose, no? The purpose of all of that.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can say that.
Ben Everim Begidim.
Well, I think he's more here saying that this is Klalut Kol Adam, it's a sum total of the whole
the
person.
sum total,
Right.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about the
Sum total.
right, the sinews and the
Yeah.
the Evarim and the part
Yeah.
that's all.
The Kiddush Bam to sanctify them.
Mm-hmm.
Ramach mitzvot aseh 248 positive mitzvot. שיח מצוות לא תעשה, נגד מצוות, הוא כללות כל אדם. This is the
Sum total, right?
sum total of a man, שהוא רמ"ח איברים.
Avery.
She has 240
right.
limbs. שיח ידין כמספר. That's the number of them. Okay. All right. So
There is
we
more
get-
here, but I don't know.
we get
wanna
the
go through the
gist.
whole-
Okay, so it's the importance of the mitzvah, and it renews us completely, all of us, and that's the whole purpose of a man. Okay, so let's now look at the notes, which is the first note, I think, is on the next page, Tzadik Bet. We're in note Kaf Dalet. Afilu.
אפילו אם הוקדש רק בדרגת קדושת דמים.
Even if you sanctified something through substituting it with money, yes?
Only to the level of the money, right? Rak bedargat, only at the level of the sanctification of the monetary value.
So like transferring the kedusha?
Well, like for example, you say this chair I'm going to give to the Beit Hamikdash, right? So Beit Hamikdash is going to tell you, excuse me, we don't need all chair. We have nothing to do
Give me
with
money.
it. So what you really meant that when you're going to sell it on
Money to
flea
buy it.
market, whatever, the gas bar, the Beit Hamikdash is going to sell it.
Yeah.
Whatever, somebody's going to make an auction, somebody's going to say, I'll give you $5 for it, it goes to Beit HaMikdash. This money, only the value of the
value.
chair, right,
Mhm.
is going to Beit HaMikdash.
הוא קדוש.
It will become sanctified. כל שכן,
כל שכן כאשר נעשה בעצמו מצווה שהוא קדוש.
even more so when we do a mitzvah where the actual object itself is
Right.
becomes kadosh.
Right, when the mitzvah is performed with the object itself, right? If you are, instead of giving a chair, you give a korban, you have an animal that's going to be brought on a mizbech, that animal now becomes kadosh. It's a korban.
Note kaf hey.
עושה המצווה והחפץ של מצווה יתקדשו גם כאשר האדם המקיים את המצווה אינו
Mekaven.
מכוון אלא לקיים מצוות בורו.
Right.
That's a bit of a mouthful again. עושה המצווה.
The person who
Makes
does
the
mitzvah,
mitzvah.
right, performs the mitzvah,
What's this word again?
והחפץ, and the object shel mitzvah of the mitzvah. I don't know, object or subject. Object is the thing, right?
גם כאשר they become sanctified even when האדם, the person המקיים את המצווה that does the mitzvah, אינו מכוון אלא לקיים מצווה בורא.
בורא.
He doesn't do the mitzvah just for the simple reason of
No, he's only doing it because it's a mitzvah. He's not doing any big kavanas. He's whatever. You know, Hashem told us there's a mitzvah to shake lulav. Okay, I'm shaking lulav.
Mhm.
No kavanas, no any kind of kabbalistic reasons or whatever. He doesn't know anything about it. He's
He's
just
saying that's sanctified. He's sanctified even though he
yeah.
doesn't.
He's doing Ratzon Hashem. It's a mitzvah. I'm doing it.
Amazing.
מצווה של
Yeah.
מצווה.
כף ו'.
כאשר האדם
Actually, there are some who would say, even some rabbis would say, this is the highest way to do it because
Right.
I'm, Rosh Kat, I'm small. I'm not complicated.
Right.
I'm just doing what Hashem told me to do.
כאשר אדם
כאשר אדם המקיים את המצווה יודע לכוון כוונות סודיות לקשר ולייחד
Leyached.
ליחיד, העולמות,
העליונים,
העליונים,
the above worlds, right?
The Ached is unified.
Unified, right? Right?
הזי, הווה,
Azaihu,
הזיהו, והחפץ מתקדשים בקדושה גדולה יותר לאין ערב.
So somebody does it with kavanah.
Right, they have the whole
it's
kavanah.
sanctified even with much greater.
Infinite, right? You know, whatever, you know.
Okay. So now we have a new heading. Ta'aseh kavanah ve.
Did we do Chavav? Yeah, we did. Okay.
Ta'aseh kavanah ve yotor
תעשה כוונה וייחוד
ve'yichud.
שיאירו גם נרות המנורה העליונה. Right?
Ta'aseh kavanah ve'yichud. You should do intention and yichud.
The kavanas and the
Unification.
yichudim, like we said, right? The secret Kabbalistic, you know. שיאירו גם נרות
So that you light also the menorah above.
העליונה, right? The heavenly, the celestial menorah, so to speak.
Right. וזה
וזה מערו יתברך בהעלותך,
Right.
שהוא
שהוא בתיתך מעלה את הנרות על ידי עשות מצוותי בהן. לא,
שהוא
Titcha, but it's in you giving it, but titcha, right? You, in other words, you have to do here something through, by this action, you're gonna give something, right? This higher level to this mitzvah. Betitcha ma'ala, right? That's why it says Behaalotecha. You have to elevate this mitzvah of lighting menorah to the higher level. Don't just go there, 1, 2, 3, light the candles, and you know, but you have to somehow elevate it, right? Betitcha ma'ala, to give it a higher level.
so you're making the light a mitzvah?
Excuse me?
The light you're treating like a mitzvah?
You're treating it like a mitzvah, and probably even with some kind of kavanas, like we said, higher kavanah of some kind of ichudim, right? More kind of something which has to do with the sod, with the mystery, with the esoteric mystery.
So what does it mean al yedei asot mitzvati bahem?
Okay, so he's saying, right, shehu betitcha ma'ala, giving it a higher level, et hanerot. That's why it says et hanerot, right?
Al yedei, because
Al yadei, through
yeah.
asot mitzvati behen, by doing my mitzvah with them, in those nerot.
Through, I see.
Right now, not clear exactly what he means. Maybe you should read the note, or we can do it later.
Okay, let's finish the sentence.
Okay.
Levad,
לא לבד יהיה בעשות מצוותי.
Right.
lo yeh,
And not only, it should not be, right? Lo levad yeh b'asot mitzvati. Shouldn't only be like doing my mitzvah. Like we said, right? There are two ways of doing it. You can do a mitzvah because it's a mitzvah Hashem. Hashem told me, I'm doing it. No question asked, no, I don't need any more information. Or you can do it with all kinds of soidot and kavanot, which are, high, very elevated kavanot.
in other words, do it with
So that's what he's telling him, right? Behaalotecha et nerot, do it with this kavanot.
see.
Right.
Shehu,
שהוא עילוי בנרות בלבד,
because this is
elevation, Ilui, right?
Ilu is elevation?
Well, yeah, it's Ale, La'alot, yeah, Ilui, yeah, elevation.
Is this the elevation in Benerot Bilvad?
It's elevation only in these candles. It's like how it is kavanot that you're going to now have, that's going to be elevation of these candles. Now it's not just simple physical candles. Now this is some kind of, higher candles, spiritual candles.
But what's the Bilvad is confusing.
Because
Why?
it only applies to these candles. It's nothing to do with you. Now these candles of the menorah, you can light them just simply as candles.
Yeah.
Or et hanerot, it means there's something extra going on here. Et is like extra. So that's the elevation in these candles only, in regard of how you now, with what kind of intention you lighting them. So now they are not just candles, right? Shehu ilui ben nerot belevad. First it was nerot belevad, it's only candles, right? You go to the store, you buy a box of candles. So it's only candles. What are you going to do with them? How are you going to treat them? That's what's going to change
The status.
their status as far as how much kedusha you can now use them, right? Your wife can light it Shabbos candles, now they're very holy candles. And now she's going to have all kinds of kavonas, so it's going to be even higher candles. So they're not nerot belevad, now they're some kind of heavenly, accomplishing heavenly elevations.
It's a distinction between kindling the light and elevating the light.
Yeah, very good.
Ki im gam,
Ki im gam aseh yichud bekavana sodit.
because even if you make the Yehudim,
No, ki im gam, but also not just as candles mitzvah, right? Ki im gam, but also yichud,
make the unification
right, of the kavanah,
with
the
the
kavanah,
with the kavanah,
so
with
the
the deeper kavanot.
mystery, right, the
Hidden
secret
intention.
kavanah, right, intentions.
The
But- Ba'ofen she'el mul pnei hamenorah.
What's the often?
In a way,
In a way that they should be facing the menorah.
she'el mul pnei menorah. So now he's going to explain, right? That was the question. What does it mean? So now what's going to happen if you're doing it this way? There is going to be this thing el mul pnei menorah, which he's explaining now.
Okay.
Hu el ma shehu lamala ba'olam ha'elyon remez eleha.
Because it's a reflective of something in the higher heavens,
Worlds, right?
the higher world.
Yeah.
Because
Ba'olam
it's a
ha'elyon.
reflection of what it's a representative.
Right. Now this el mul, right, opposite pnei menorah, there is something above going on. Right.
It's hinting.
B'nei.
Right. Hinting.
It's opposite the menorah of the heavenly.
Right.
Ah.
We thought it's opposite the wall, that was the
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
So it doesn't mean that you're facing the wall. No, it's something in the Olam Elyon, there is something going on.
Shehu mul pnei hamenorah.
Right.
Which is in front of the menorah.
Right.
The upper
The
upper
Pnei menorah, right?
is in
The
front of
the front of the menorah.
Shehu.
Shehu ki kamo sheyesh menorah b'shiv'a nerot b'mishkan ha'tachton.
That's
Yeah.
similar to. Shehu.
Ki kmo sheyesh, right? Because right, there is a menorah, right?
There are seven
Seven
lights,
branched
seven
menorah,
lamps
right?
down here.
Right.
Kach
Kach yesh b'derech ruchani b'mishkan ha'elyon she'zeh dugmato.
we have the same thing happen above. What's ruchani?
Ruchani, ruach,
Spiritual.
spiritual,
Ah,
spiritus.
spiritual.
Right. Anybody speaks any other languages? Shlomo, you know any other languages? You know, like French
little bit
or
of French.
Italian? No, a little French. I don't know French.
הוא משכן הנער.
הוא משכן הנער שאמרו זיכרונה
Mishkan Hana'ar.
This is the Mishkan of the light?
I don't
No,
know.
Hanar.
It's interesting. I never heard this. Mishkan Hana'ar? Na'ar? I don't know. Let's see. Shamru Zal. Keep going.
שאמרו ז"ל
Bemidbar Yudbet Yudbet.
בבית י"ב שהוקם עמו.
What's Chukam?
Was established, was erected.
Oh, yeah.
Shehukam, that together with this, with our Mishkan, there was the Ukam also Mishkan in
A
heaven.
heavenly Mishkan.
Right, but what's this Hana'ar? I don't know.
We'll probably hear in a minute. Came before Resh.
כמפורש אצלנו פרשת תרומה,
As we explained in Parashat Truma.
שמות כ"ה, ועל ביום כלות משה,
When Moshe Kalot is what?
Completed.
Simple?
Yeah, completed. Finished.
בפרשה הקודמת
In the Parashat Nassau, right?
Yeah.
נמצא כי 7 נרות שהיה מדליק אהרון מול פניהם.
The 7 candles that Aaron used to kindle was in front of them.
Mul Pneihem, opposite the surface, right, opposite them.
הוא לעומת המנורה העליונה שבמשכן ההוא הרוחנית.
This is Hudamat. This is opposite. This is what?
It's corresponding.
Corresponding to the menorah, the spiritual menorah. Amar.
אמר כי תעשה ייחוד באופן כי שם יראו בעליונה.
Amar. He said, make yichud beofen because of.
In a way.
In a way, ki sham yiru be'elyoni. Because that's how it will be seen above.
It's gonna light. They're gonna light over there also. The way,
They will be lit
depending
up.
on how you light it here. That's how they're gonna be lit up there.
Uh-huh.
And that achieves a unification.
If you do the right unifications, which is a Kabbalistic terminology here, you know, with the Yehudim and the names and the Kavanas.
And I was going to explain.
I don't claim to know that stuff, but
וזהו אמר שבעת הנרות. That's why it says 7 נרות.
right.
ולא אמר 7.
Oh, you see, now we get the answer.
כנודע was כנודע.
As it's known.
As known, yeah.
מהפרש שבין שבעת לשבעה.
Differentiate between the 7 and the 7?
Right. With Shevat and Shiva, right? It's when so
The difference between
Shivat and Shiva
is
right. He's going to explain it.
ומשלוש לשלושת.
Shloshet, right?
the difference from shalosh and shaloshet.
שהוא כאומר שילוש
Shilush, yeah.
של ימים שעושה אגודה אחת מכולם.
I don't understand that.
You right.
כאמור, as it is said, shalush
Right.
shel yamin.
Right.
Shalush.
So in other words, if you say shalosh, I think I see the sefer upside down. If you say shalosh, it just simply gives you a number, 3.
Mhm.
But shloshet means that you like bundle them together. It's one bundle now.
Hmm.
Shilush, it's like they are bundled, they're shlishiya, like they call it, right? You go to buy water, they have shishiya or shlishiya, right? 3 cans
To a unit.
in one unit, right?
Package.
Unit, exactly. Yehud. Excuse me.
She'oseh aguda. What's aguda?
Aguda is a bundle.
A bundle?
Like a good, right? By lulav we make a good, right? It says lulav tzarich a good. We tie it together. That's aguda.
A cluster, a clump.
Cluster.
A bunch,
Yeah.
a bundle. Like for example, Eged also is the bus company, Eged, right?
Mhm.
It ties together the whole land, supposedly.
Hmm.
Okay, let's do the notes.
How are we doing with our timing? Okay, we can take a few minutes. Okay.
Okay, let's do the notes, which
Okay.
we are in.
Chav Zion.
Chav Zayin.
Zayin. Where's
Okay.
Chav Zayin? Chav Zayin is here at the head. Okay.
Lakain Amar Behaalotecha Lishon
Aliyah.
Aliyah. Velo Lashon
Adlika.
Hadlika Behadlikad
Behaalotecha. So it didn't say Behaalotecha, it said Behaalotecha. Right? One is Lashon Aliyah and the other one is Lashon Hadlaka. If he wanted to tell you when you are lighting, should have said Behaalotecha,
That's right.
as you are lighting.
Kushya Bet, the second question.
Kushya Sheni Ki Techele
Tachlit.
Tachlit Hatzivui Hi Al Ha'ilui Haruchani Shenoten Linerot.
Oh, see?
Because Shetachlit, the
The
main
purpose, right, the purpose, right,
The main purpose
Hatzivui of this commandment,
Hu al ha'eloi,
Ilui,
the
elevation,
Harochani, the spiritual elevation.
right,
Shenoten le,
Nerod,
that you're giving to the light.
to the candles. You see, that's he's tying it together, right? He started by explaining that the things which we use, the object we use for the mitzvah, now they get elevated, they get kodesh.
Yeah.
So the same thing here is the menorah. These candles now you're elevating them. They by you performing this mitzvah, you are elevating these candles.
I see.
Right.
Gam b'mid-
Gam
Gam
Bamidrash
as it says in the Midrash.
Darsha Behaalotecha
It says Behaalotecha.
Malshon Ilui.
Mm-hmm.
It is a language of elevation.
Elevation, uplifting, maybe.
Yeah.
Ella Shisham Birshav Shahu Ilui Ugdola Yisrael.
Right.
Because that is.
No, but except over there in a medrash, there's a different spin there, a different explanation of this ilui.
His shoe is what?
Mishum, no?
Mi-
Ela
Shesham,
Shesham Pirshu
Shesham.
explained in where Sham in a medrash, right?
Yeah.
By Midbar.
Shehu
Ilui, it's an elevation. Vegdula and the greatness of the Israel.
It's an elevation
And
greatness.
greatness.
You mean the mitzvah is
That this lighting the menorah, why does it say Behaalotecha? Because it raises and elevates the Klal Yisrael.
Ah.
Oh, look at us, we have this menorah, we're such a great people, you know.
I see.
So the Medrash is more kind of conventional, and here Rav Alshech is using more kind of Kabbalistic, secret, right? Sod. explanation. Shlomo, you follow?
I'm trying to
Okay.
say that again.
So ask,
The
no.
midrash is
what's
what?
bothering you?
I'm,
ask-
I'm
ask-
not, I didn't follow.
The words?
No, I didn't follow what you said. You said, what's the difference between the midrash and what
Okay, so,
Alshech is saying?
so let's look at it again, right? So here, the Rav Alshech said, this comment explaining Rav Alshech, right? Alshech, that by the command to Aaron was to do this lighting of the candles in such a way that these candles will be elevated to the higher, Ichudim and Kavanot. Through the higher Ichudim and Kavanot, the quality of the mitzvah, they're going to be elevated
To the corresponding heavenly
to
light?
the heavenly light.
Who's going to be elevated?
The candles.
The candles, not
Yeah.
not the Aaron, not Aaron himself.
Aaron's
Not
doing the elevator.
necessarily. I mean, Aaron is, of course, he's elevated and everything. But now he's talking Behaalotecha et Shevat HaNirot. As you are raising the candles. That's the translation. What do you mean, raising the candles? How you raise the candles? I take the candle and I raise it. Right? So I'm doing the, so by lighting these candles with the kavanot and the ichudim, I'm now elevating these candles so they are like now resemble those heavenly candles in the heavenly spheres.
Ah, so you're elevating the physical candles
Yes.
to resemble the spiritual candles opposite.
Right.
Mhm.
So I achieve that ichud of what I'm doing here, I'm actually lighting up there.
Right.
Unifying the physical with the spiritual.
Right.
And
The
what's
Midrash
Alshech? That's
Also,
what the Alshech is saying. That's what the Alshech is saying.
that first we said that was Alshech's.
Yeah. And
You
the
know.
Midrash?
So now says the note here that the
Yeah.
Medrash also talks about this idea here, right? That what? The Eloi, that there is some kind of elevation is going on here.
But he's talking, the Midrash is talking about the
Of the
elevation
Klal
of the
Israel,
people.
of the Jewish people,
Right.
because Aaron, by Aaron lighting menorah, he's elevating Jewish people.
Which is a
because
similar thing, because what we said before was that the person doing the mitzvah and the object, both of them are being elevated.
yeah, okay.
And that's what we're
Very
saying
nice.
here, the object
Mhm, mhm.
and the person.
The person and
Klal.
or the whole Klal Israel with it
were
together.
both- And
right?
that's why it says, okay, fine. So let's go to Kaf, let's finish Kaf Chet.
Ein arba shetkavan kavanat
And die.
And die.
ein
Now,
ein die?
ein, hold on. Ein, what's the ein?
not
Which note is it? Half chet.
Chet.
Let's just see.
בלבד, בלבד. שאין
Oh.
אלוהי
כי
ונעל, we were I
ייחוד
was
בכוונה
puzzled with this.
סודיות באופן...
It's not just an elevation of the light. שהוא אלוהי ונעל,
Okay, let's read.
בלבד.
אין די
ein die shetkavan
שתכוון, right?
kavanat kiyom
קיום המצווה
המצווה.
גרידה, right?
Grida.
Don't only have a kavana like we said, just to do it as a mitzvah without anything else, right? Without other kavanas.
שבכך יהיה עלייה רק לנרות עצמם.
Right. That if you're doing it that way, only the candles will get elevation.
Not you.
Not you, and not maybe Klal Israel, and not something in the higher worlds, you know.
Not the unification.
Yeah, there's no, right.
Let's just go through like this. Let me get it. Endai, shetikaveh.
It's not enough. Die is enough, right?
Mhm.
Die.
Not enough. It's not enough to do the mitzvah.
To have a kavana,
Intention.
Kavana kayom.
kiyum ha-mitzvah, of fulfilling the mitzvah,
Grida.
greater, only. It's an Aramaic word.
it's not only
Don't
To
only
have
have
an
kavana
intention
to do just
to
the
the
mitzvah. Shebekach, if you do that, only that, right? Shebekach, Ihya aliyah, there is only going to be elevation. Ihya aliyah, there's going to be elevation. Rak
Only
le'neror,
Of the light itself,
the candles
the
itself.
candles itself, themselves.
So if you just do the mitzvah without the kavanot
Of the sechudim,
Sechudim.
right?
then you're only elevating the candles.
Right.
It's amazing that you don't elevate yourself. Surely you elevate yourself.
I don't think the emphasis here on yourself. The emphasis on this, higher, olamot. Of this menorah,
So you need the
Mishkan,
intention to do the yichud.
that you're also affecting things up there.
I see.
You know,
The
which
one
is,
doing the elevation.
you're elevating the heavenly, also menorah and the. Okay, I think it's.
Can we do the last note?
Which one?
Kilamar, kaftet,
Okay.
Kilamar, Amenorah,
Pnei hamenorah. Oh no, I'm sorry, I jumped. Yeah, hamenorah, right?
Mozarat,
Muskeret.
Hasmuskeret,
That's what was mentioned.
Kan, He, Hamenorah, Sheba Mishkan, Hat
Tachton.
Hachton,
Tachton. Ha tachton.
Hat Tachton,
The lower Mishkan, here in this world.
Himu, Pnei Hamenorah, He, Hamenorah, Ha'el Yonah, Ki, Hamenorah, Ha'el Yonah, He, Mu, Ul Olmat,
Leumat, right?
Pnei
Hamenorah.
Hamenorah,
Hatachtona.
How
Hatachtona.
would you translate that?
How would you translate Shlomo?
Like it said,
המנורה, כאין הוא המנורה שבמשכן.
Tatachton.
The lower Mishkan, the
Right.
lights of the lower Mishkan.
So, right, so he's saying like this, right? What's the pasuk said? Et ha-menorah el mul pnei ha-menorah. So we have two menorahs here.
Yeah.
Menorah betachton in our Mishkan.
Mul.
El mul opposite
one.
the one that is up there, the menorah
Oh,
which is
Elionah.
up there, Elionah.
כי המנורה העליונה היא מול
Uleumat, and opposite pnei, the face, ha-menorah, the menorah hatachtana, the opposite menorah. Now, I don't know, are they facing like up and down, or they're
yeah.
like this? I don't know.
Yeah. Amazing.
Chazak
We'll
v'baruch.
do the notes of the next page next time. Chazak Baruch. Well done.
Mishkoyach, mishkoyach. Thank you very much.
That was very uplifting.
That's the purpose of it.
elevating.
It was very elevating.
Uplifting, all the good stuff. Thank you, Hashem.